I'm just gonna go over real quick. I don't think many people will join because I didn't tell anybody, and to be honest, the sole purpose of this is just for the results. We are doing some more of the experiment, and this is essentially last one on this column, which is why I'm doing it, so then I could get rid of this paper and then I can bring in the next one. So to restate everything, so I was told that there's a difference between probability and results, which is this was with a debate, and I'm like, that's exactly the point I was trying to make. Like, technically, life succeeding according to this experiment has a higher probability than life succeeding in real life, if that makes sense. And I'm turning this on so you guys can see a little better. And yeah, I lost my train of thought. So what this experiment is doing is basically saying, even though the probability is there, when it's actually applied, it's different. Hi, person who decided to pop in. We're about to do an experiment. If you missed it, basically, we're doing an experiment that says the probability of something does not mean it actually happens. This is in regards to life occurring by chance, because there's 154 requirements for life out there, which is insane. And these things are like galaxy size, the type, the decay rate of dark matter particles, thickness of the crust, things like that. And basically, we're going to roll 3 die. Hi, other person. And if we get a pair, the requirement for this little experiment is met. But if we don't get a pair within 2 rolls, then life doesn't form. And so far, life has not formed. Hello, 6 people. I know, spontaneous live. So, we're doing more dice rolling. It's going to be a little boring. Unless you guys root for dice rolling. Sorry about that. I really need to get a phone stand because I am using a pop socket on a computer. Which is, which is kind of funny. So we got 4, 3, 1. If you guys can say hi in the chat, just know that there is a 10-second delay, roughly. So I won't be able to respond right away. Oh, we got 2 1s. And if you haven't seen it, basically we're trying to get a pair within 2 rolls. And if we do get a pair within 2 rolls, then that means yes to fulfilling a requirement of life. This is like the model to 651, to whether or not life will actually form. Because the probability of life forming is very minute. Oh, we got 2 6s. That's 2 yeses so far. This is experiment 6. We've been doing this a lot. Oh, we got 2 5s. So, I'm not going to be super surprised because the second game, we got like 6 yeses in a row before we got a no. But if I manage to get every single requirement for life fulfilled... Hi! Welcome back! I know it's a spontaneous live. Oh, we got 2 1s. And the whole reason I'm doing it live is so you guys can see I'm not falsifying my my results. 1 5 3. Then if there is no pair, then this requirement is no and life does not form. There is a pair. So far we got 0 no's. If there is 1 no, life does not form. 6 2 1. And 2 6s. And the whole thing with this experiment is 1 2 4 is it's supposed to be repeatable and yield the same results. 4 2 1. We gotta know life does not form, but I like completing the experiment, so all 47 people. We got 6-3. If you're new, we're trying to get a pair within 2 rolls, and then we move on to the next set of 2 rolls. I dropped a die. I don't feel like getting it. I'm grabbing a different die. Don't mind me. I'm just pulling out old Yahtzee. Yeah, I'm performing an experiment that says that even if the probability exists, when it's actually applied, it does not happen. Okay, we got a pair. And this is meant to model the probability of life exiting versus when it actually applies. Because technically you have a 1 in 6 chance to get a certain number on a die. But if you roll 6 times and you don't get that number, that's not accurate to the chance. Anyways, 6, 1, 2. We need 1 more roll for this requirement. This one is planet surface gravity. We got another no. And if there is 1 no, that means life does not form. I can't believe so many people are interested in boring dice rolling. You guys see this? I wish I could roll like this in Yahtzee. That would be funny. I have no clue. I don't know why. I mean, it just says 53 people on mine, so I'm not too sure. Possibly. Okay, 5, 1, 3. We're almost done with this. We got another pair. So how's everybody doing today? 5, 1, 2. Thanks to whoever just subscribed. And I thought that was gonna drop. 6, 2, 4. One, 3, 4. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're awake. I got up at 7, which was weird. I never sleep in. And I forget, was that the second roll? I mean, it doesn't really matter because life doesn't form anyways. It's 8:20 where you're at. Wow. Roll number 1, it was 1, 4, and 6. It's 8:20 where you're at. So you're on the other side of the world. Thanks for tuning in. And 2 4s. We got 1 more roll. Oh, we got a pair. We're done. And you're from India. That's cool. So, to recap, if we got 1 no on here, life does not form. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 no's. So, life does not form. 6 experiments, all with the same results. Life does not form. And you guys can perform this for yourself. Okay, that's cool. I'm just watching you guys comment with each other. Do I support Therians? From my understanding, Therians are people who believe that they're an animal spiritually or mentally. And I personally, I don't support, but I respect. Aw, thank you! I don't support it because in the Bible, I'm a Christian, by the way, like I'm a hardcore Christian. In the Bible, it says that we are made in God's image, and we are the only creation made in God's image. It's not the animals. And with us being made in God's image, that includes our brains, our spirits. So, I don't support the concept that we aren't made in God's image, but I also respect people who are Therians, which means if you are Therian, I'm not going to be like, how awful. Because, you know, you're human beings. You can make your own choice. Oh, enjoy your dinner. Bye. So, I watched it go down one. It's so sad, but that's okay. It's nighttime for that person. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Yeah, so you say that you're a Christian. What are your thoughts on the point that I made with regards to Therians, that their animals are not made in the image of God, but we are, so we can't be that? What are your thoughts on that perspective? I know there's like a bit of a delay, so I'm just gonna fidget with my cat pen. You see this cute little cat pen? It winks. So I was not expecting to do a live stream this morning, but I was working on the book I'm writing, which is on the historical proof that the Bible is accurate. And it's a lot of researching, a lot of making sure that the facts are accurate. And I was like, I need a break, because my brain was hurting after researching like 3 different things. I was actually looking, I'll share a little bit about what I found. Oh, thanks for the hearts. So, I know it's like technically spoilers, but I want to share what I found this morning. It was really interesting. So, the hometown of Goliath is called Gath. Thank you for the hearts. It was discovered by Edward Robinson, and there he found a 3,000-year-old. Thank you. He found a 3,000-year-old horned stone altar. It bore striking similarities to the type of altars described in Exodus 27, 1 and 2, and 1 Kings 1:50. And then the temple design that was involved in the Samson story, that was also found by Edward Robinson. I think I said the name right. Yeah, I remembered. Yay. Do I play Fortnite? No. I'm a Minecrafter. That's the only game I play. I know, boring, but I also work full-time, so by the time I get home, I make a couple videos because talking about God is much more important than playing Minecraft or video games. And then I love doing research. I'm hoping to get this book published on the sooner side, but there's so much to research. There's so much. I know there's a couple things beyond what's in my list of things to research so far. Whew. I spent months working on it. I'm only at like 10 pages of stuff. So I don't really have anything else to do. The whole purpose of this was just for the experiment. But since people are interacting, I might as well stay. Do y'all have any questions? I can answer biblical questions and theological questions and some personal questions. Not all, because it's personal. Like, I won't share specifically where I live, things like that, because that's personal and I don't want people stalking me. So. It's also my day off, so technically this is my Sabbath day, and I'm not working, which is nice. Oh, we're so talking about Therians. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know if you said that you were a Christian. I don't personally believe that you can be a Christian and believe in reincarnation, because the Bible is very adamant that when we die, our souls go to heaven and we're not sent back down to earth. And we can see that in the story where Saul sought out the prophet Elijah Elijah's spirit came down. It wasn't like a different spirit. It was like Elijah's spirit came down. So I personally believe that we didn't have past lives because of what the Bible says about that stuff. No, I don't play sports. I know, I'm boring. Thanks for the hearts. Do I look like I played basketball? I'm just gonna say something. I'm like 5'4", so I'm not even tall enough to shoot. Thank you. That means a lot. I know, and I will speak a little bit on what I learned about Therians. Yeah, reincarnation is a Hindu practice. It's not a Christian thing. But the shifts that you might feel, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. When I was younger, I had a more active imagination. Bye! Thanks for asking me about Fortnite and basketball and football. Yeah, I'm not going to be like, you're wrong. I'm not that kind of person. Because I think that kind of is counterproductive. But when I was on the younger side, and this lasted until like 3 years ago, I would have like subconscious instances that would be in line to like fantasy stuff. Like, I used to imagine I was a wizard, or I would have magical powers. And because, you know, wizards were important in some ancient cultures. And when I would do this, like, imagine I'm holding a fireball, I would actually feel heat. And I would feel that when I was at school, when I was doing professional debate stuff. But it kind of just went away because I realized it was just my imagination. And that imagination, as a person with a strong imagination, it was just kind of taken root with the subconscious. So I believe that to be a possible explanation for Therians. So, Cherry, are you giving me all those hearts? Hello, other 2 people. Would you mind typing in the chat so I know what to call you 3 people? Oh, you are. Oh, awesome. Thank you both for doing that. I'm pretty sure both of you were subscribed at some point. Hi. Well, I don't have much time because I do have other responsibilities because, you know, I'm an adult and I'm adulting. I don't know if you guys seen Candace Against the Universe, but now I got that song Adulting in my head. Have you guys seen that movie? Anyways, I'll be on for like 5 more minutes, then I'm gonna go. So. I also know there is a bit of a delay. I think Cherry saw that or heard that like 10 million times already, but that's okay. So if you do type something and I'm in the middle of talking about something, I won't be able to see the response for like a couple seconds. Thank you for all the hearts. That's really sweet. Also, before I go, oh my goodness, I hate those. Yeah, I hate it when people are like that. Did I like school? Hi, Fortnite, basketball, and football. I think it was basketball and football. Anyways, hi, welcome back. Did I like school? I don't know, depending on which school you're talking about. Are you talking about college? Are you talking about public school? I was also homeschooled, so I could speak on that. Bye edits. I will call you Edits because that's what your username is. Yeah, the first time you saw the video, yeah, I really don't think you should be using God for like views, because you are entirely correct. That video that I brought up is very public schools. I'm gonna finish talking about the video, then I will go to the talk about public schools. I don't think you should use what scripture says to make it be all about you. Because the video that you're talking about, it was like, if you ignore this, you're ignoring God. It was coming across like, if you ignore me, give the attention to me. And I mean, God ultimately knows the heart of that person. It's like, I just see it being very wrong if you're talking about scripture like that. Now, my experiences with public school. I did not go to high school for public school. I was homeschooled for my high school experience, so I cannot speak on that. But I remember public school wasn't that bad because I got special treatment due to the fact that I wear hearing aids. I'm deaf. So it was well, all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna finish talking about public school, then I'm gonna talk about the other comment or other message. But I was also kind of isolated, so I never really made friends. I mean, that just kept with me everywhere, so which is a little depressing, but it's okay, because I'd rather have no friends and be close to God than to have friends that leave me, like, that brings me away from him. I also feel as if being homeschooled is a much better alternative because you get to learn in the style that helps you to learn, which is definitely really helpful when you're someone like me who can't hear and need a bunch of special treatment. Like, I had an interpreter, I had a specialized microphone system, which basically the teacher would wear a microphone and it would be connected to a device that would plug into my hearing aids, which was interesting. But I would recommend homeschooling over public school, especially homeschool co-op, so you can still get that socialization, but you can learn how you want. But in terms of Hinduism, I feel as if that you can believe whatever you want to believe. I just feel as if you can't believe one thing, one religion, and believe another religion that has different perspectives in terms of things like that. For example, a difference from what I see here is the bad souls are the souls that, in terms of Christianity, are my hearing aids waterproof? No. They're water resistant, but I can't swim with them, so I can't hear. Anyways, in the Bible, we see that it's not necessarily works-based to be saved, it's rather about your heart. Do you have a heart that surrenders to Jesus? And that can happen at any point. We see that with the criminal on the cross, who was like, this is God, Lord, take me with you. And Jesus was like, surely I tell you, you will be with me in paradise today. So and it was a criminal who had gone to Jesus with paradise, so it's a matter of your heart rather than the works that you do. But if you choose to not have your heart be open to that, that is entirely your choice. But that would also mean you'd be in the place without God, and that would be darkness, gnashing of teeth, eternal sadness, and that would be your choice. And that's like, I'm not telling you they have to go one way or the other. I just think that, like, you just have to have the heart. Yeah, pretty much. That's what hell is. But I feel like people are like, you're telling me to go to hell? And I'm like, no, I'm just telling you, it's your choice. Now, about my hearing aids. They are water resistant, which means if they get a little water on them, it's not going to be the end of the world, which is a lot better than my old hearing aids that I had about 10 years ago, where if they did get wet, I had the fear that it was bark and I would die. So, but these hearing aids, I'll actually show you. I'll take one of them out. See, it's a cute little thingy. The microphone is right up here. Yeah, I can still walk in the rain. Plus, I got the thickest hair ever, so that's like my own personal umbrella, worst case scenario. But the microphone is up at the top, and this goes into my ears, and the speaker is this little black thing. And right here, this white thing is a filter that stops the earwax from going onto the speaker and ruining that. And I also have weirdly shaped ear molds because I had ear reconstruction surgery. So, because when I was born, my ears were folded like this, like they were folded all the way down. And then I had ear reconstruction surgery part 1, which made them flat like this instead of all the way up. And that required tape for my hearing aids. And then when I was 16, I had ear reconstruction surgery part 2, which made my ears the way they are. And they said that they had to undo parts of the first surgery because it wasn't the same doctor who performed both of them. And I ended up not being able to hear anything for like about 3-4 months, which was interesting because I've lived my whole life hearing because my family's mostly hearing and the world is hearing, so I grew up hearing everything. I said I would talk for 5 more minutes. It's been a lot more than 5 more minutes, so I'm gonna go. Any prayer requests? If Cherry's still on, I see there's one person. If Cherry, if you're still on, how's your anxiety been? And then if the other person's on, I'll pray for you if you have any prayer requests. I wish you would tell me who was still on, but I have no clue. Oh, we got 2 more people. We're doing prayer requests and then I'm ending the live stream. So if you have anything you want me to pray, then I'll pray. So. Thank you guys for staying in tune. And I'll probably do another live stream Wednesday. Oh, that happens to me all the time. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something interesting. So I can't say one way or the other, but this is my bed, and I'm going to show you guys what my view is. That wall of stuffed animals. I've seen this one turn to look at me, that one to turn to look at me, and then I got some of these turning to look at me. Makes me freaked out because of Toy Story stuff. Yeah, I remember the very first night my boyfriend and I dating. It was late at night and I started seeing that pink cat just look at me and I would get so freaked out. So yeah, it can. Well, I'm gonna go now because I have responsibilities. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for staying tuned, and bye. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Sophie said bye. That's interesting, Cherry. Bye.